Hey, there you are, and welcome to My Dude Watch. My name is Jason, and today we are talking about an AliExpress haul that is just screaming with value. We have watches that are priced from $47 to $150, and we got them all during the AliExpress Anniversary Sale. You will see stainless steel, bronze, automatic, mecha quartz, divers, chronos, business wear, all of which are bangers. This is going to be an awesome video, so make sure you stay right there. You know the deal. Grab a snack, pull up a chair, and let's talk watches. All right, before we press on, let's do a really quick wrist check. You are looking at one of the absolute best work hard, play hard watches in my collection. You can drop it, kick it, knock it, or bang it around, and it just keeps going. This is the North Edge Mach, and it looks great. This thing can really take a beating. The black and gray just looks awesome. You can find out more about this beater in the description. Oh, and don't forget, we are giving away some watches this month. All you have to do is make sure you are subscribed. Don't worry, you still have time. We'll give you more information before this video is over. Okay, here we go, and as always, we need to start right out of the gate with a winner. Up first is a deep-seated banger from a legendary watch brand. This is Seagull, and we pulled this one straight out of their Natural series. This is the 6180 in lava red, and it's awesome. And why wouldn't it be? Seagull is iconic and have been crafting watches since 1955. Seagull is one of the top 5 global manufacturers in designing and producing watch movements. They are estimated to produce roughly 25% of the world's movements. This stunning timepiece is powered by the ST17 automatic movement. It's made of 316L stainless steel, sapphire crystal, and it's just under 40 millimeters in case diameter. It's also a nice 46.3 millimeters lug to lug, and check this out. It's a very nice and thin thickness of 10 millimeters. Now we're going to talk about the star of the show, and that is everything about this dial. But we're going to start with the seconds hand. This design is Neolithic motif of a circular and octagonal star patterns which date back to 5,300 years ago. Let's get you a close-up of the Polaris seconds hand. This is really a fine example of the ingenuity of Seagull. It's well designed and well executed. And check out this dial with the rippling wave pattern. This watch makes a statement. I just love it and cannot wait to spend more time with it. It's also available in deep blue ocean, a muted gray tone called rock, a warm golden dune, and of course my favorite, the lava red. I cannot encourage you enough to look deeper into this watch. You'll be happy that you did. We picked this one up for $156 during this last sale, and if you want to know more, there's a link in the description. We are now going from the most expensive timepiece on the list to one that may hold the most value. Check out this blue dial. This stunner is the WM165. This is one of the better pilot watches on AliExpress, no matter the cost. You get 316L stainless steel sapphire crystal, 200 meters of water resistance, an awesome bracelet with solid links and end links, and under the hood is an automatic movement. This watch really does exude a premium feel, and that build quality and finish are superb. You are looking at a 40 millimeter dial, so it fits most people. It also has a lug to lug of 46 millimeters, and that case thickness is 13 millimeters. This pilot watch is simply a classic design. It's nothing new, but we have to acknowledge how well done it really is. And check out that sunburst effect on the dial. The open and balanced dial with this design just looks great. We will now take a quick look at the flanks, and here you can see a signed crown, which is a nice touch for this price point. But take a look at the way the lugs turn down. That's a sign of a great fit. This piece is another example of WM taking a giant step forward. I've been shouting from the rooftops that WM is one of the best value watches around, not just on AliExpress, but anywhere. Yes, they do homage as well, but they also excel at some original designs too. If you've not checked them out yet, I suggest you take the time to do so. We got this one for less than $50, but I'm telling you, it's worth far more than that. These first two watches are hard to beat, so we got to come up with something special now. Okay, how about we roll out this sporting Pagani Design PD 1676. This chronograph is awesome. You get 316L stainless steel everywhere. Premium parts and components like sapphire crystal, a screw-down crown and case back, 100 meters of water resistance, a ceramic bezel insert, and 3 nice-looking subdials. Pagani tells you this is a 40 millimeter case. It's a little closer to 39, but that's okay because it wears well. It measures 46 millimeters in length and 13 millimeters thick. Here is a good look at the profile of the case, and it looks awesome. You can really see the details in the finishing right here. But keep in mind, it's not all about the looks. It's a productive and precise time teller as well. It has a VK63 by Seiko. It's a mecha quartz, and it just sweeps around the dial. That is a great looking watch. I will say also that the bracelet is far better than I was expecting at this price point. I know some of you will opt for a leather strap, but either way, you'll recognize the value of this watch. We picked this one up for $51 during the sale, and we'll put a link in the description if you want to know more. You can clearly recognize the value to cost ratio swings strongly on this one. We have shown you 3 watches. All 3 are bangers. Next up is a watch that is just dripping with class and confidence. This is by Cadisen, the C8207M. What do you guys think about this one? Let's go through the tell of the tape. It's a comfortable 38 millimeter case diameter, which wears well on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. The length is 46 millimeters with a 12 millimeter thickness. You get 200 meters of water resistance, an upgraded and pretty nice rubber strap, or you have the option for a stainless steel bracelet. And of course, it has an NH35 automatic movement, which does hack. In case you're not familiar with hacking, it basically means you can pull the crown out and the second hand will stop. This allows you to synchronize your watch to an exact time by a reference time source. It's pretty simple. And from this direction, you can see the refinement in this finish as well. It's very well done. This isn't necessarily the same level of workmanship that you got a few years ago from these guys. They have really stepped up their game and improved their QA processes. I am really pleased with this purchase, and I think you would be too. This is another timepiece we snagged for around $50. I hope you'll consider giving Cadisen another look. I did, and I'm really happy that we did. Okay, we are working our way through this haul, but we wanted to take just a moment to remind you that we do have these watch giveaways coming up soon. Please take the time to get subscribed and make sure you're eligible. And on our next video, we'll show you these watches that we're going to give away and tell you exactly what you need to do to become one of the winners. All right, we are at number 5 and have a very interesting bronze watch for you to look at. Let's just start right here with the size. This is a very large watch. It's 47 millimeters with a CUS N8 bronze case. This is a 47 millimeter Tandorio with a CUS N8 bronze case. It's got a whopping 54 millimeters in length and 14 millimeters thick. It also gives you 100 meters of water resistance. It also gives you pretty good lume as well, along with a nice piece of sapphire crystal. I know many of you love these larger watches, and this one fits that mold for sure, but it also gives you some flair. It's a really nice, open, balanced, and clean design, has large cathedral hands, hour numerals, and an oversized 12 millimeter crown. You can get a good look of that right here. And what is powering this monstrosity? An NH35 because it's tough and durable. And by the way, I've heard some people, including some very popular reviewers, say they won't review these watches because they don't like the name, but you are missing out on a great value watch. We picked this one up for around $60 during the sale, and it's worth every cent. Hey, let's finish up with a chronograph that I believe will check all the boxes for most people. It's another stunner from WM. This is the 176. Let's take a close look at this dial. I love the blackened out essence of this dial and that it's added just a tad of Tiffany blue. You can see it here on the hour markers and of course the near entirety of the hands. This really is a great contrast and I like the design quite a bit. Let's talk through the tell of the tape. This one has a 40 millimeter case diameter with a 45 millimeter lug to lug. It's 12.8 millimeters thick. The case back, crown, bracelet, and bezel are all 316L stainless steel. The crown is a push-pull, so be careful with the water resistance. Although they say 50 meters, that's not much in the grand scheme of things. I also think WM does a pretty good job with the lume. Now there are 3 subdials here, and we'll give you a good shot of those right here. There's 24-hour subdial, a timing small second dial, and a minute timing dial as well. And lastly, a date window between the 4 and the 5 o'clock positions. Let's take a quick peek at the flanks of this case, and you can see some really nice workmanship here. We can flip the watch over and take a look at the case back. And lastly, all the way back up to the top, so we can mention that the crystal is K1 mineral crystal. It is hardened and extremely clean and smooth, and for around $50 for this watch, there's not a whole lot to complain about. This really is a fine watch, and you can find out more by following the link in the description. Well, there you go. We gave you 6 awesome watches in this haul. We also gave you 1 pretty nice wrist check. That's a total of 7 bangers. If you want to know more about these, we did put links in the description. Go there, check them out, see if they're right for you. If you decide to make a purchase, just remember, My Dude Watch may get a small commission, but you don't pay more. Hey, you made it to the end of another video. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate you watching. If you liked what you saw today, please take the time to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It'll only take you a second, but it really does help. Okay, I've been told it's time to wrap it up, so we will close the show. But thanks again for watching. My name is Jason with My Dude Watch, and we will do it again next time. But wait, don't forget, dudes can't be late.